Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 48 of my Grom the Paunch campaign, where we're ready. It's almost go time. We've got all 6 of our legendary lords. I'm counting Sly in this because
The tribe's ready.
Sly is a legendary lord, in my opinion, and my opinion is what counts. And we're going to invade Ulthuan, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? But we have to wait one more turn because everyone's a little bit tired from doing all the... oh, you also need to be in a raiding stance. There we go. That'll fix that. I spent all my scrap on upgrading this army.
Who needs stabbing?
Well, as it happens, this guy needs a good hard stabbing, a good hard shanking. That's what he needs. I'm not sure if that's going to... We're going to have to jump in, and I don't know whether that's going to do enough damage to kill him. If he catches us in the underway.
I will dissuade you.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. What I could do is potentially like attack him with the garrison and then jump in. That way, if he does like intercept us, his army should be damaged at that point, and then I don't have to worry too much about the garrison anyway. So I might... That could work, couldn't it? That's you see? See? Not just a pretty face. Also, you know, got a good head upon my got a good head on my shoulders. Right, everyone else is good to go. I spent some time upgrading buildings, so there's not as many bloody notifications at the end of every single sotting turn. So that's nice, at least for the moment. Obviously, as time goes on, they'll increase again, and it'll hit. So this is what I do with my emails. Just wait until they, hit critical mass delete. Anyone who, anything that's like vitally important, I'll send another email or call me. Or I won't get a chance. Well, shit. I honestly don't think it's worth fighting that battle. The sheer number of chosen... It's just not a battle I can realistically... I'm looking at that and I'm going, it's not really a battle we can win. Do I want to give it a shot anyway? We might be able to knock out Sartorial afterwards. Okay, let's see if we can do as much damage as possible. I just had a thought. Someone pointed out, I kind of twigged this before, but you've got these little pulsy bits back here. They look a bit like balls, don't they? In which case, if those are balls, then... And then... What's it firing? That's the question. That's the question you've got to be asking. That's the terrifying question we all don't want the answer to. Anywho, there's Sartorial, and he's got a tank. I get the feeling that Chaos is a very kinky army to collect. There's lots of tentacles, lots of naked creatures. Basically, it's all bad. So we've got these Spider Riders that are making a break for it. They've come out of the city and are now running around to take out the Hell Cannon, because if we die, we're going to take the Hell Cannon with us. That's it. Get them, boys. And that's also pulled back some of the Chaos Army, which is quite useful. However, there is a lot of Chosen over here, and I don't really have the units to deal with them, unfortunately. Just some big uns standing here, and the big uns just don't have the armour to fend off the Chosen. Chosen have got very good weapon strength. They don't have any armour piercing, though, but they've got heavy armour themselves. Whereas my big uns don't really have the armour to fend them off, and they don't have the armour piercing to deal with their armour. So, basically, one-on-one, the Chosen will defeat the Orc big uns. That's just going to happen. So we're sending up some Night Goblins here. Night Goblins would be better with the Fanatics on the ground, but I'm thinking we can probably do more damage if we keep them up here and then use our Archers. So Archers moving into position down below, and they're going to start opening up on the the Chaos... Well, these guys have got great weapons, in fact, so they're going to be very, very susceptible to missile weapons, so that'll be quite nice. I'll do that. We've got some archers on the gates. They're taking pot shots at the Chaos Spawn. The Chaos Spawn almost dead. Just one lone little Chaos Spawn standing in front of the city. I mean, he could well be more than one. There's a couple of faces there. You guys not shooting at him? You're just leaving him? Just like, he's only got 139 health. Do you want to do anything about that? Or no, you've run off. Okay, well that's fine. He's still alive then. That's nice. Good for him. We've got some more chosen with halberds. The AI does like to hit the gate with monsters and then just sort of sit there with its unit that it now can't... to be honest, the battering ram would be better at smashing down the gate than the giant would be, right? It takes a little longer to get there, but once it's there, it's better to use the battering ram. The battering ram can get through that gate in fairly quick time. However, if the giant's kicking down the gate, then the AI won't use the battering ram, which means that basically it has to sit there and wait, which is, I mean, fine, I guess. Taking out those Gubbinz chariots. I love these things. You barely ever see them, though. Because chariots are a bit annoying to use, unfortunately. Oh, he dies. That's sad. That's sad. Okay, how's things going? Gates destroyed, so the giant is through. The other unit's moving in. We just got some big uns here. The war has popped. Unfortunately, it's going to wear off just before the giant comes in and starts clubbing people to death. The giant with terrible skin condition. Look at this. He's very scaly. Needs a bit of exfoliating. You know, there's no shame in moisturising. You know, skincare is everyone's concern. Even if you are 12 foot tall and got a giant horn growing out of your head. So over here, the Chosen. Yeah, our big uns just cannot deal with those Chosen. They're just losing. They're just losing, and we're not really doing too much damage to them. It's not a trade that's going to work well for us. The Hell Cannon crew didn't quite die, but there's only 2 of them left. You know what? I'm really looking forward to Chaos Dwarfs. I really like Chaos Dwarfs. I've always had a penchant for the Chaos Dwarf, and I'm looking forward... When Warhammer 3 comes out, I mean, you know I'll be loving it anyway, but looking forward to the Chaos Dwarfs. Look at their little horns. They're adorable. They've got fabulous beards as well. None of this, you know, not caring about your beard like normal dwarves. No, look at this lovely little ringlets there. That's fabulous. Really, you know, it's about style, isn't it? It's about style. Okay, so our light goblins are dead. They're gone, and Chosen now charging in to attack our archers. So this is lost. We're down. That's not gone very well. Sartorial is right in the middle of our big uns. Now, Sartorial does not have an awful lot of armour for himself. He is quite killy for a caster character, but, and this is one of the problems about Sartorial, if you get it, is it Sartorial you get if you play Norsca? I'm trying to think. If you go hard Zinch, oh god, did you just molest him with your tentacles? That's horrific. You just like picked him up. I think it was in him. Christ on a tentacle, that's horrendous. Yeah, so the problem with Sartorial, if you get him, if you go hard Zinch, then you get Sartorial as an option, as if you play Norsca. Unfortunately, he starts off level 40 with no upgrades, so he's basically trash. It's absolutely useless. I mean, you know, he has spells, which is fine, but it's just not really that. He's not that good, to be honest, which is a shame, because, you know, a greater demon really should be pretty good. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much armour, which means, as you can see, he's slowly getting his arse kicked as he's surrounded by anti-large units who are, you know, hacking him to death, basically. Gubbinz chariot comes in trying to help their boss, but it's not looking very good for him. It's not looking very good for him at all. Unfortunately, our shaman's running away. I really could have used him, especially over here, because our archers are basically having to fend off a whole horde of Chosen. That's not working very well. Over here, yeah, that flank's broken as well. But Sartorial. Now, Sartorial, in comes the Goblin Big Boss. Sartorial's losing health. He's down to 300, 200, 150. He's going down. He didn't plan that very well, did he? Idiot. On the other hand, a badly wounded Sartorial, probably more like easily dealt with than whoever they replace him with. That's my concern. Who's going to replace Sartorial in this army, because we've defeated Sigvald and Archaon, which means both of those are potential for Chaos to pick to lead the army in the next turn, which is worse than, you know, a badly almost dead Sarthoriel. So probably did the wrong thing there, but never mind. Never mind. Not the end of the world. We're just going to pick off as many units as possible. This battle's lost. We know it's lost, but we've done a lot of damage to the enemy. But you can see we're just going to pick off these chosen. You know, do a little bit of damage there. Try and wipe out the unit. If we can wipe out the unit, then but they won't have time to recruit more. They may be able to heal up, but they won't have time to recruit more. So the more damage we do, the better. But this battle certainly is, at this point, lost. You can see this flank over here has been broken. The Chosen are slowly eating their way through this Orc Arrow Boy unit. Just slowly cutting their way through the line. While they let off 1 or 2 arrows down these Chosen down here. Apparently just soaking up the damage. Taking arrows to the back. This guy took an arrow to the knee. Sorry, that's not the knee. I know anatomy. That's his foot. It's close. I mean, it's close. Almost his knee. Closer than his head, let's say. Here comes the Giants. We've still got this little blob here, which is holding on amazingly. Unfortunately, army losses starting to take effect. Okay, well, we did lose that fight, but we did knock out some of their units. So, you know, not all bad. And hopefully we can go and jump them next turn and resettle that province to get the money back. Gold mine. Was it gold mine? Stunty gold mine? I think or something like that. Anyway, that'd be good. And Chaos is coming back. I might just let the Empire take some territory to kind of like, they can then, you know, kick each other in the nuts. That'd be nice. Let them fight each other for a change. I've got stuff to do. Well, you may think not. Hag Merchant failed? Son of a bitch. What? Now, you can... I didn't think you'd want to let's try and stop me. Do I have any goblin... Now, they won't be able to move as fast as I can, but they will replenish, which is a bit of a problem. Apparently, Chaos just replenish anyway now. I guess that's a way of making them more dangerous, but it does feel a bit like a shit. You know, it does... you know what? I fully accept the AI, right? It's never going to be as competent as a human player at doing certain things. With that said, I do think that if it cheats in a very obvious fashion, it's quite obnoxious. Okay, but let's push that behind us, push through the pain, and we're ready to begin our invasion. We finally got our crew together for the big old caper. Now, did our Black Orc come back? Is he back? Oh, he can catch up. It's fine. Right, we're going to set sail for this bit down here. So we're just going to go for it, basically. We're just going to head out here. Now, that might mean that poor Grom and Skarsnik have a bit more trouble than the others, because over here we've got some significant forces arrayed against us. I don't think there's much else here, but I could be entirely wrong. So let's get over that. Right, so this could be a problem, because they could just jump us from every angle, and that would be problematic. I think we'll be okay. I mean, we could potentially... I think we'll be alright.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
I think I'll be alright.
Whoever's there is dead.
Okay, it's begun. The invasion has begun. It's very exciting. And we should be able to hit Ulthuan next turn. Just a couple of turns of sailing, and we're there, and we need to jump across... I know you are, I know. Jump over there. Okay, we've got that. You're there. I'm hoping we can retake Mount Gumbad Hoping they don't have time to replenish. It's annoying that they managed to... We didn't... We had an 86% chance to assault them and we failed, which is really annoying. Mind you, we did assault them pretty oh, for fuck's sake, why are you... Vokmar, why are you like this? I swear. I swear. Okay, we'll send you over there to deal with that one. We've got so many armies recruiting here that it's... I don't want to sit anywhere near them because I could just see being jumped. And that feels bad. Why have I lost so many... Oh, that's right. This army got its ass kicked, didn't it? That's right. I remember. I was getting new peeps, wasn't I? I was getting a new shaman. One with an untwistable stomach. Can't do it, though. Good. We'll get a big bully. Strong. Yeah, alright. Alright. You're getting in there. This army is not the best, I'll be honest. Could be better. Do you buff? It's just all ball boys you buff up, isn't it? Is that right? More. Okay, you give melee attack, orc ball units, charge. But I'm thinking we get, because I feel like savage orc ball boys are just better. Let's get rid of these two. I know. This army's not great, but it'll keep the Empire. I'm focused on this at the moment. That's all I really care about. The rest of this stuff, it's... Oh, I don't... It's just boring now. Problem is, and a few people have sort of said, oh, do a conquer the world. I just don't have the attention span. That's my problem. I do not have the attention span to do this across the entire map. I like starting off small and being able to expand. But at a certain point, I just go, let's do something new. Let's do something different. Let's do something more fun. Uh-oh. This is a concern. Is it just 2 armies? Okay, it's just 2 armies. Okay, that's not too bad. That's fine. I was worried that we were going to have like 4 or 5 armies suddenly come out of the fog of war. That would have been somewhat problematic. But this is fine. The Doomfire Warlock's not very nice. The Blackguard, not too much of a problem, all in all. I think this should be okay. Slight problem. Turns out our reinforcements are coming in behind the enemy army. That's not great. Also, their army's coming in from this. Basically, it's a clusterfuck. The entire battle is a cluster. Oh god, here we go. Okay, so we've got some Cold One Dread Knights charging in. Gordon's going to take them on, try and hold them back. Now, the main problem we've got here is that we're in the trees, and that's a bit of a problem for us because our fanatics, if they hit any kind of scenery, they despawn. So I've sent my trolls out in front. I'm going to try and wait for these units to get close, trying to get my main army, Grom's army, in to help. We've used the Madcap Mushroom on the enemy Hydra, so it can't use its breath of fire attack on us. That's helped there. Poor old Gordon, he's getting surrounded, but fortunately the Black Ark is going to bombard their own units for us, so thanks for that. In go the Fanatics. They're not going to do too much damage though, because they're going to hit this tree, and oh no, it's going to go through. That's nice. Oh, you know what? These Fanatics did okay. I thought they were going to hit the tree and despawn, but actually it's not too bad. More Fanatics coming out, and you know what? Doing okay. Doing okay. I was a little bit worried there that the trees actually would cause them to despawn, but it's actually fine. That's good. Okay, it's an absolute mess over here as we're trying to force these units back. We've sent in Graham and Queenie to help out, as well as the Rogue Idol that's been spawned in. Meanwhile, Grom and his lava spiders have attacked I think this is the Black Ark army, which is quite a lot of cavalry for some reason. We whittled them down over here, and we're now sort of like, you can see that I think we're winning this fight, losing decisively. That's good, because once we've knocked out these cavalry units, we can swing around and take out their missile units. Meanwhile, our trolls and a couple of units of spears, Grom snacks and the pointy pricks, have thrown themselves into this blob over here. This is fine. Little foot of Gork over there has managed to wipe out most of the units surrounding Grom, and Grom is now free to come and help out. So far, so good. Scarstick's force is actually doing surprisingly well, having managed to fend off the Dark Elf attack. I thought it was going to be a lot messier than it was, but it looks like we've actually done okay. The Night Goblins now hacking their way through the Black Guard. Well, yeah, I know. You'd think this would be easy, didn't you? You thought, no problem, we'll just kill these goblins. Next thing, you know, you're getting shanked by little Night Goblins with rusty swords, which has to be quite of a shock if you're, you know, elite Dark Elf. This force of it's just a mess. There's units all over the place. It's absolute carnage. There's bodies everywhere. Unfortunately, these Night Goblin archers have been attacked by what remains of a couple of units of Doomfire Warlocks. Grom's going to come in and help, but not fast enough because these boys are taking a lot of damage. However, Night Goblins are pretty easy to replace. So that's good. And with that, we've actually managed to break out of this little encirclement we had going on. Or maybe we were encircling them. Who knows? Maybe we were encircling each other. Concentric circles. Okay, that was a bit messy. A little bit messier than I wanted. But I think we did very well, actually. In fact, Scarstick barely took any damage at all, which is frankly astounding considering I thought his army was going to get its arse kicked coming in that close, especially in the forested area. That was going to be very tough. But turns out, not too bad. It's going to send the Dark Elves scuttling back. We should be able to bop them next turn. I don't care. If anything, the more stuff the Empire takes, the more likely it is that Chaos is going to go and beat the shit out of them instead. So yeah, I don't care about that either. See, this is my concern. They just seem to be able to pop out armies. Now, I can do that, but that's because I've got, like, you know, shit tons of territory. They seem to be able to do it just because.
But sure, make an offer.
Yeah, make an offer. Oh, hello. Oh, you're Grimgol's Odd Boys, are you? Elbog. Hello. Military Alliance, and you want 9k for it. I'll be honest, mate. I don't... I don't think you've got that much clout. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that... that doesn't work for me. Sorry. Oh, Archaon's back, and apparently he's decided to attack us. That's unwelcome. Very unwelcome indeed. Okay, the army has taken some damage. It's lost its hell cannon. That's useful. There's nothing there that particularly concerns me apart from Archaon himself and the fact that their chosen can probably take our Black Orcs in a 1-to-1. But we do have the Fanatics. Or do we? Did I give these guys Fanatics? No. No, I did not. I cheaped out. I cheaped out. I regret cheaping out. Let that be a lesson to you. Never be a cheapskate with your Night Goblins. Always get the Fanatics. Quite a tough fight awaiting us, especially because Archaon's here. There he is, Squiggle Face himself. Some nice hits there from the Rock Clobber though, getting some good damage in early. Now, the nice thing is we can't be flanked, because obviously we're taking up the width of the battlefield, so that's quite useful. So what we've done, we've got a sort of checkerboard pattern with the Orc Biggins. Fireball coming in there from Archaon. Oof. Okay, that's not too bad. And we've got the Black Orcs on either flank, and then one unit in the centre. So the idea being that we use our big uns to kind of keep the Chaos Warriors busy, and then once they're busy, we hit them with the Black Orcs, or ideally try and get the Black Orcs around, or try and get them through the gaps in the line. And once they're through, they can then swing around and come round in behind, because obviously we outnumber the enemy army. Come in behind the Chaos Warriors, encircle them, and then we should be able to wipe them out. So some Chaos Knights charging into the Black Orcs here. Not a good idea on their part. They do not have armor piercing. We do, which means these Chaos Knights are going to get their arse kicks. It's going to be absolute carnage. The Giant is taking a lot of fire as he advances. He's going to get in amongst the Orc Biggins, but of course they're anti-large, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Archaon has charged in and is killing some Night Goblins, which frankly, if he's going to busy himself killing them all day, I'm more than happy to let him do that. Our Black Orcs have charged in to attack the Gorby's chariot. That's smashed through our line into the Night Goblin archers there, but that's fine. And more Chaos Knights over here. Again, that's okay. The Mirror Guard are just Chaos Warriors, so they're not as problematic as the Chosen. So over here, we've managed to get 2 units of Black Orcs around behind the lines, and in fact the Giant is now dead, and these Biggins are free to come around and lock these. In goes the little Fanatics there. This is coming in from our Night Goblin War Boss. His ability, he can basically spawn Fanatics for us, and that was quite nice. Did some good damage there. In come the Black Orcs surrounding these units of Chosen, and we're just basically going to slowly carve them up. In goes the War as well, so they're going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Yep, and we just need to knock out these Marauder Horsemen because they're kind of annoying. Right, second part of the plan. We've basically encircled what units we can. Now our Night Goblin archers come round behind the enemy army and start shooting into their undefended back. So far so good. These Swords of Chaos, though, have broken and are running... Well, they're not broken, but they're running out of the way from the battle. This is a problem because our Night Goblin archers are undefended, while the rest of our infantry is engaging these... You can see these Chosen down here getting their arse kicked. That's nice. So we're going to concentrate all of our fire on the Swords of Chaos. I think this is Archaon's bodyguard. So all arrows currently point at these guys, raining down. Of course, our arrows are not armor piercing, which means they're not going to be doing huge amounts of damage, but it's still going to be doing some damage. And we're going to bring in our Goblin War Boss just to keep them busy. Just get stuck in there. There we go. And just rain some fire down. A little fireball there from Archaon, but that's no problem. And over here you can see the Chaos Warriors are now completely surrounded by big burly Biggins and Black Orcs, and they are slowly being cut down. Well, not unbound because you're surrounded, mate. And over here, our Goblins now have free reign just to basically unload into the back of these Chosen, but they're breaking, as has Archaon. I thought Archaon was unbreakable, but apparently not. Apparently he's breaking. He's just running away. He managed to kill quite a few Goblins, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing for them to make.
We don't forgive.
Asher once again defeating Archaon and only losing 1 unit of Night Goblins as well. As a reward, I'm going to give him Fanatics. Never let it be said that, you know, I don't reward those who do well. Okay, well, the Wood Elves have been killed. That's nice. Good job, whoever did that. Oh, it was the... Was it Greenskins? It was the Greenskins. Greenskins, I think, have killed them. Good. That's nice. Like that a lot. Apparently, Scarfag, Mork's Chosen, has been assassinated. Don't know who that is. Gonna be honest. No idea. Don't have a clue. I'm not that bothered.
Grom the Paunch.
Okay, both of you jerks need to die.
The immensity.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
It says bop you.
King never loses.
Go him.
Nice work there. Jesus Christ. Okay, and
I'm leaving.
then I'm going to bring in Grom as reinforcements because his army's taken the beating, and I think it tends to be the main army that takes the the punishment before the reinforcements do, so we'll do something. Right, okay, I get... Yeah, right.
Gobbler's angry. Stabby,
Oh,
stabby.
can we not reach it? Oh, no.
Come up.
Okay, we can grab Mistart next turn, but that, I feel like, is a successful landing, despite the fact they threw a lot of stuff at us. So, good work there. Let's get Azhag. Okay, awesome. We can take it. That's good.
There will be consequences.
There won't. Because what that means is we can then use that as a landing zone to get further in. So we've captured the city. Azhag moved in, captured it. That means that Grimgor, Sly, and Wurzag can move a little bit faster into the mainland. So already, look at this, pushing straight in there. Textbook naval invasion. Capture the beachhead. We're right in. Oh, this is going well. This is going very well so far. So far, so good. I feel like, you know, we did... Obviously, we're going to declare war on Marathi because she's there. And we're going to stab her in the back. Because reasons. And the rest of the old world can burn. Because I'll have my lovely floating island.
Who needs stabby?
Well, it just so happens that Archaon is one of the only people that managed to get away. It's unfortunate for him, isn't it?
War boss.
He's got him and 42 chosen.
What does Ogginegg do you want?
Stab. Stabby, stabby.
You need help?
Okay, let's colonise Mount Gumbad. That's going to get the replenishment that you need. We can start building that up. And actually, you know what? We're not doing too bad for money, realistically. That's not too bad. So, right, you boys. You boys need fanatics, don't you? Because fanatics would have been quite useful.
I'm the best.
Fanatics would have been quite useful. So let's get 5 of you. I feel like maybe... like a giant? You know what we could use? Some magical support, but I'm going to get a giant instead. So that's just what we're doing there.
Now they'll see. Anything you say.
Good. Come over here.
Move.
And lay an ambush. Right, you need 1 turn to recruit, which is fine. To be honest, I probably could have picked someone slightly better than you, but to lead an army, but you are who we've got. And all I really care about is that you keep them busy for a little while. And I'm going to skip all of that because it's boring.
Make it good, kid, or you're going in the pot.
Yeah, what do you want? Is it military alliance? No, military access, and you still want 9k. You know what? Okay. And the reason is that I'll give you that money, and you'll use that money to recruit armies, and you'll keep the people that I don't like occupied while I don't have to. And look at these buggers. I mean, the only good thing is they're about to hit Wolfenburg, which means that the Empire's about to have a nasty surprise coming up them from behind. That's something. Okay, I've got a thing. Blah, blah, blah. Araby sandstone. Construction for all buildings. Not sure why we're particularly bothered by sandstone as greenskins, but far be it from me.
Schemes. I got schemes.
Good.
Kill 'em all.
That's the plan. Right.
Will never hold us.
Not trying to hold you.
Divine.
Trying to smash you into the ground.
Gaznik.
Right. Grom,
Big as an orc.
get in there. Oh, we also need to give you stuff, don't we? Completely forgotten about that. Right, reload time reduction. Yes, let's do that. Right, you boys had a bit of a rough landing, so you're probably going to take a little while to recover. But that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'll be honest. This little landing was pretty easy in comparison. There is bugger all garrison here, so we just need to get Sly. It looks like we can see over the mountains. I don't think we can underway here, can we? No, we cannot. Cannot use it in this region.
Don't push me.
Okay, let's complete our objective by taking Toryavesi. Piece of piss. Yay, quest successful. So we got one. Well, look at that. 15,000 big ones. Holy balls. Wow, that's nothing. Literally, absolutely nothing. It's bugger all. It is bugger all. Yeah, alright, let's keep that. We can use it as like a recruitment. Why can you not move very far? Oh, it's because you landed last turn, probably. That's fine. No hanging about. We're going to storm southward and just capture everything in the way. This is going to be a very, very quick invasion. We're going to it's shock and awe. I mean, we could declare war on. Oh no! Oh no! No, not Vashnar. I hate that guy. He's such a dick. I knew he'd be it. Well, no, I didn't. I had no idea. Oh, God. Son of a bit. Right, well, obviously we're going to have to kill our way through. So the reason I don't like him is he's a rogue army. He's a wandering army. And wandering armies usually have a theme. So, for example, you might have the... there's one that's just monsters, isn't it? So it's things like rat ogres and hydras and spider riders and arachnarok spiders. It's a whole load of stuff in sort of one army. Stuff that you wouldn't necessarily have together. It's just amalgamated into one army. Vashnar has dark elves, so we can recruit crossbows and blackguard and executioners, and chaos, so we can also recruit, I think this is true, hell cannons and chosen, which means you end up fighting front ranks of chosen, which are probably the most hardcore infantry in the game, backed up by ranks of crossbows, which of course are some of the worst missile units to face. Normally you'd only have to face chaos, and they don't, they got hell cannons, which are their own problem. But you don't have to bother. We don't have to worry about crossbows. But these guys, chosen and crossbows. Plus, something you never have to do: fight chosen in a siege battle, at least a defensive one. Guess what they've got as a garrison? That's right, fucking chosen as a garrison. Just the word. They really screwed me over in my Emmerich campaign, and I've had a bit of a complex about them since then. So we're going to have to fight our way through them, which is not ideal. Plus, I think they spread chaos corruption. Yes, they do. Lovely. Okay, so the north of Ulthuan is riddled with chaos corruption. Fabulous. Absolutely bloody fabulous. Well, we'll have to deal with that, won't we? Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.